Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Aashish Mehta. Aashish Mehta, the CEO of nRoad, created and commercialized digital AI solutions for the financial services, supply chain, and enterprise software markets, generating over $1 billion of value for enterprises. He has successfully led growth operations from inception to exit and held senior sales and operation roles as a founding member of Rage Frameworks and Corporate Fundamentals. His most recent venture, the founding of nRoad, has revolutionized the method of processing and analyzing unstructured data. Well, good afternoon, Aashish. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for having me, an opportunity to share my views with you and your audience.
I appreciate that. This is another exciting day, another great guest, and your unique story that we'll be able to share with our global audience. So I appreciate it. And Aashish, we're going to jump right into these questions. Talk about your career in technology as a senior executive, an entrepreneur, and now the founder and CEO of nRoad. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Okay, secrets. Sure, Brian. I will try to actually explain, share some of my secrets. I never stopped learning. I think that is actually the number one, in my view, the attribute that has actually propelled me to this particular stage. Never being inquisitive, remain humble, and mostly hungry. Other aspect, which has actually helped me quite a bit in my career, is appreciating the client needs, remain hyper-focused on providing meaningful business outcomes, ensure my customers are happy at any given time, has been actually have served very well for me. And lastly, the building relationships. As you know, there are a lot of good solutions, good technologies out there. At the end of the day, people who make those decisions, and those are done based on trust. And I truly believe the relationships, building that trust, having that interpersonal skills have actually served me quite well in scaling my career. Lastly, what inspires me? Really, the people around me. I'm learning every day, and my zeal to and attempt to solve some of these unsolved problems using technology. It really inspires me every day.
That's amazing. And again, as most entrepreneurs, they're typically inspired by solving a problem and helping humankind. So thank you so much. Aashish, we're going to talk about your platform, Convus. It's your AI platform that abstracts and incorporates unstructured data and documents into vital business functions.
We'll talk about Convus. As you know, the premise of Convus or nRoad is really the unstructured content processing. Brian, as you know, today the large enterprises are grappling with the onslaught of unstructured data, documents, and all kinds of stuff. Like there is a text, there is the social media posts, to videos, to customer complaints. It's just out there. IDC and Seagate actually predict that the global data sphere will grow to 163 gigabytes by 2025. I don't even know how many zeros are in that. And 80% of that will be completely unstructured. And this problem actually gets even complicated in regulated industries like financial services, where they need to process some of these, but the processing costs are way too high. And enterprises so far have invested have made huge investments, on the business processes, business process automation, and other tools to automate structured content over the last decade. However, the unstructured content processing is a major challenge and remains a last, in my view, a frontier in enterprises' quest to achieve a true digital transformation, or the hyper automation, what we've been calling nowadays. So we saw this coming in 2006 when I had another company called Corporate Fundamentals, where we started processing unstructured content from in the form of SEC filings. And that's exactly what we are focused on, allowing enterprises to process unstructured content like documents or any other unstructured content that is actually part of the business process, and then make that business process a truly automated.
I love talking about AI, machine learning in this space, because we're talking gosh, it's beyond petabytes now. My point is the amount of unstructured data that really is a gold mine, and humans can't really process that very efficiently. So having this type of platform actually is a huge lift, a huge win for humankind. So I appreciate the work you're doing in that space. And I love machine learning. So Aashish, you're obviously leveraging some new and emerging technologies within your tech stack. Is there something you could focus on today? Maybe share with us?
Happy to, Brian. But before I answer that question, it is important to review the existing landscape as what's going on, right? What has happened today traditionally, and what is happening now in the world of unstructured content processing. See, the traditional methods ranging from manually entering data, maybe the manual entry is done in some low-cost location or using OCR tools. And they have proved woefully inadequate. They are not there. Manual data entry is expensive, time-consuming, error-prone. OCR has not lived up to its hype. Even the more recent and highly celebrated methods such as RPA have been very brittle, broken, and piecemeal solutions to a challenge. RPAs are fantastic when it is a copy paste, but when you have to think, RPAs are not there yet. While there is a lot of promise, and then there's a lot of been talked about, but it's not there yet. And what is necessary is a more resilient and adaptable approach to existing business data that from unstructured documents. Very critical. Natural language processing and machine learning that deals and that analyzes making sense of that text of unstructured sources is actually a future. Unfortunately, there are many generic NLP platforms out there. They do a fine job, but they do a fine job. They'll get you to about 60-80% of the way, but their lack of domain knowledge and industry-specific terminology diminishes their value. So now that is where we are today. I strongly believe the answer is in the domain-led approach and indiscriminate amalgamation of vision neural net models that provide a desired business outcome. You see, Brian, end of the day, we're solving a business problem. All these technologies, again, this is me talking, a technology entrepreneur talking. How we get there really doesn't matter as long as we provide that business outcome. So what we have actually relied on, we relied on very, vision-based techniques and neural net techniques and, some of the cutting edge stuff. But again, our focus has been, how do we provide that outcome?
I love the work that you're doing in this space. Again, we talked about it, and I spent some time at MIT learning about this, and it just totally fascinates me. Again, I fully supportive, love what you're doing, and I truly hope that you can really bring some amazing solutions to the world. And Aashish, last question here. Sure. Can you share something from your career experience that would be helpful for those looking to grow their career in tech or entrepreneurship?
I can address the entrepreneurship part of it, Brian, for sure. Entrepreneurship. My first advice to folks would be, first of all, I'm not discouraging. I think entrepreneurship is the most wonderful thing you'll ever do, but it's not always sexy. I call it. It's in this today's world of hypermedia, social media. When only successful entrepreneurs and enterprise valuations being unicorn is celebrated, I strongly urge that we remain focused on fundamentals of the business. Especially, this is to my fellow entrepreneurs. Chasing that enterprise value, being unicorn, will happen if we solve the real business problem, create a real value, build real revenues, and end of the day, make money, build profits. That will create a value. That will create the enterprise value automatically. But starting there and then working backwards, it's actually disastrous. For every successful entrepreneur, there are many failed ventures. And I remind that myself every day. That keeps me humble. That keeps me hungry.
Thank you. And I think that's something that is some great advice for either up and comers or someone that's trying out a venture for their first time, it is a lot of hard work and sweat, and be prepared to fail forward, fail fast so you can learn.
Correct.
So thank you so much, Aashish. And Aashish, it was a pleasure having you on today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you for having me here. Appreciate it.
Bye for now.